Good morning, my friends. It is my great honor and privilege to be here with you all today. I want to talk to you about a topic that is near and dear to my heart and that I believe is absolutely essential for anyone who wants to live a successful, fulfilling, and joyful life. The title of my talk today is "A Negative Mind Will Never Give You a Positive Life." This is a profound truth that I've learned and experienced over the course of my life, and it is a message that I am passionate about sharing with all of you. You see, my friends, the quality of your life is directly determined by the quality of your thoughts. What you think about, dwell on, focus on, this is what ends up manifesting in your external world. If you have a mind that is filled with negativity, worry, fear, and self-doubt, then that is exactly the kind of life you are going to create for yourself. But if you have a mind that is positive, empowering, and focused on solutions rather than problems, then that is the kind of life you will experience. It's really that simple. And yet, so many people struggle to get this fundamental principle right. They get caught up in negative thought patterns. They allow their minds to be hijacked by fear and anxiety, and then they wonder why their lives are not working out the way they want them to. My friends, I'm here to tell you today that this does not have to be your reality. You have the power within you to take control of your mind, to shift your thinking, and to create the kind of life that you truly want to live. It's not always easy, I know. Our minds can be stubborn beasts constantly trying to pull us back into the familiar patterns of negativity and self-doubt. But I'm here to tell you that it is absolutely possible to break free from this cycle and to start living the kind of life that you deserve. So let's dive in, shall we? Let's explore this idea of the negative mind and the positive life and figure out how you can start making the necessary shifts in your thinking to create the kind of future that you desire. First and foremost, it's important to understand that the negative mind is not something that just appears out of nowhere. It is often the result of years and years of conditioning, of being exposed to negative messages, of experiencing difficult and traumatic events in our lives. Our minds have a natural tendency to focus on the negative, to look for threats and dangers, and to expect the worst. This is a survival mechanism that was hardwired into us by evolution, and it served an important purpose in the past. But in today's world, where most of us are not facing the kind of immediate physical threats that our ancestors did, this negative mindset has become more of a hindrance than a help. It's holding us back from reaching our full potential, from experiencing the joy and fulfillment that we all deserve. And the thing is, this negative mindset doesn't just impact our own personal lives. It also has a ripple effect on the people around us. When we are constantly projecting negativity, anxiety, and fear, we end up creating a toxic environment that can bring down the morale and well-being of those we interact with on a daily basis. Think about it. Have you ever been around someone who is always complaining, always worrying, always focusing on the worst-case scenario? How does that make you feel? Chances are it drains your energy, it makes you feel anxious and stressed, and it makes it really hard to be your best self. And the reverse is also true. When we are surrounded by people who have a positive, empowering, and solutions-focused mindset, it lifts us up and inspires us to be better versions of ourselves. It's like a positive feedback loop. The more positive energy we put out into the world, the more we attract back to ourselves. So the first step in breaking free from the negative mind and creating a positive life is to become aware of your own thought patterns. Start paying attention to the kinds of thoughts that are running through your head on a daily basis. Are they mostly positive, empowering, or are they mostly negative and disempowering? And don't just focus on the big dramatic thoughts. Pay attention to the little seemingly insignificant ones as well. The ones that pop up throughout the day, the ones that shape your mood and your outlook, because those little thoughts can have a big impact, and they are often the ones that are the hardest to control. Once you start becoming more aware of your thoughts, the next step is to start actively working on shifting them in a more positive direction. And this is where the real work begins, my friends. Because changing our thought patterns is not easy. It's a skill that takes time and practice to develop. But I can tell you from personal experience that it is absolutely worth the effort. When you start to consciously focus on cultivating a positive mindset, when you start to actively look for the good in every situation, when you start to replace your negative self-talk with empowering and uplifting thoughts, that's when the magic starts to happen. You'll start to notice a shift in your energy, in your mood, in the way you interact with the world around you. You'll find that you are more resilient in the face of challenges, more creative in your problem solving, and more motivated to take action and achieve your goals. And the really wonderful thing is that this positive mindset isn't just good for you, it's also good for the people in your life. When you radiate positivity and optimism, you have the power to lift up those around you, to inspire them, to help them see the world in a whole new light. I've seen it happen time and time again, my friends. I've seen people who were once stuck in a cycle of negativity and despair transform their lives simply by shifting their mindset. They've gone on to achieve amazing things, to create the kind of fulfilling and joyful lives that they never thought possible. And I firmly believe that you can do the same. You have the power within you to make that shift, to break free from the negative mind and start living the positive life that you deserve. All it takes is a commitment to the process, a willingness to do the work, and a deep belief in your own ability to create the change you want to see. So let's talk about some of the specific strategies and tools you can use to start cultivating a more positive mindset. One of the most powerful things you can do is to start practicing gratitude on a daily basis. So take a few moments each day to reflect on the things in your life that you are truly grateful for, whether it's your health, your loved ones, your job, or even just the simple pleasures of daily life. When you focus on what you're grateful for, it has a way of shifting your entire perspective. Instead of dwelling on what's going wrong, you start to see all the good that is already present in your life. And this in turn helps to create a positive feedback loop where you start to see more and more of the good and less of the bad. Another powerful tool is the practice of positive self-talk. So often we are our own worst critics, constantly berating ourselves, focusing on our flaws and shortcomings. But what if instead we start to speak to ourselves with the same kindness, compassion, and encouragement that we would offer to a dear friend? When you catch yourself engaging in negative self-talk, take a moment to pause and reframe it in a more positive light. Instead of saying, "I'm such an idiot, I can never get this right," try saying, "This is a challenging task, but I've got this, I can figure it out." Small shifts like this can make a big difference in the way you feel about yourself and your abilities. Another important strategy is to surround yourself with positive, uplifting people. The people we spend the most time with have a huge impact on our mindset and our overall well-being. If you find that you're constantly being dragged down by negative, cynical, or critical individuals, it might be time to start setting some boundaries and limiting your exposure to them. Instead, seek out people who inspire you, who make you feel good about yourself, who encourage you to be your best. Spend time with those who are focused on solutions rather than problems, who see the glass as half full rather than half empty. Their positive energy and outlook can be contagious, and it can help to reinforce the shifts you're making in your own mindset. And speaking of reinforcing positive shifts, another powerful tool is the practice of visualization and affirmations. When you take the time to vividly imagine the life you want to create and to affirm that it is already yours, you start to rewire your subconscious mind to believe in the possibility of that reality. Visualization and affirmations work by tapping into the power of your imagination and your inner voice. When you consistently focus on the positive outcomes you desire and speak to yourself in a way that reinforces those outcomes, you start to create new neural pathways in your brain that support your goals and dreams. It's like planting a seed in your mind and then nurturing it with positive thoughts and beliefs until it blossoms into a beautiful, vibrant reality. And the best part is you can do this anytime, anywhere. It's a practice that you can weave into your daily life, and that can help to keep you motivated and inspired even in the face of challenges. Of course, all of these strategies and tools are just the beginning. There are countless other ways to cultivate a positive mindset and create the kind of life you truly want to live. Things like developing a regular meditation practice, setting clear goals and taking consistent action towards them, and finding ways to serve and contribute to the world around. You can all be incredibly powerful in shifting your mindset and your life. And it's important to remember that this isn't just a one-time thing. Cultivating a positive mindset is an ongoing journey, a lifelong practice of self-awareness, self-care, and constant growth and evolution. There will always be ups and downs, challenges, and setbacks. But if you stay committed to the process, you will continue to see the benefits unfold in amazing and profound ways. My friends, truly believe that the quality of your life is directly determined by the quality of your thoughts. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. It's just not possible. But when you make the commitment to shift your mindset, to focus on the positive, to cultivate a sense of gratitude and resilience, that's when the magic starts to happen. That's when you start to see the world in a whole new light, to unlock your full potential, to create the kind of fulfilling and joyful life that you deserve. And I can tell you from personal experience, there's truly nothing more empowering, more liberating, and more life-changing than that. So I encourage you, my friends, to start right now. Take that first step, no matter how small, towards cultivating a more positive mindset. Become aware of your thoughts. Challenge your negative beliefs and replace them with empowering and uplifting ones. Surround yourself with positive people, practice gratitude, and use the power of visualization and affirmation to create the future you desire. It won't always be easy, I know, but I promise you it will be worth it. Because when you make the commitment to shift your mindset, when you make the choice to focus on the positive to create the life you truly want to live, that is when the magic really starts to happen. So let's do this, my friends. Let's create a movement of positivity, of empowerment, of transformation. Let's show the world that a positive mind can indeed give you a positive life, and that the power to create that life is within each and every one of us. Thank you, and God bless.